Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name's Miss Medi and welcome back to another episode of Town of Salem. Today I'm going to be an escort and we're going to be playing one of the brand new modes in Chaos, which is Dracula's Palace. Initially I was quite skeptical about this. It was the game mode that replaced Vigilantics and I was half expecting it to be a game full of vigilantes and vampires, but no, they've actually put some effort into this role list, and I played a couple of games before this just to get the feel of it. The only town investigative roles available were the lookouts, which I think is quite an interesting touch because there's no direct way to find vampires without an investigator. So instead you kind of have to use guesswork and deduction to work out, well, if this person was visited on this night and the person who visited them was a vampire, they're now a vampire. I quite like that. And then there's 2 town protectives, 2 town supports, 3 town killing if you include the jailer. But I'm going to be an escort and I'm going to be hauled off to jail. So my job as an escort is basically to role block somebody overnight, stop them from using their night ability. Looking at this role list, I can't role block a witch, so I'm not going to be much use there. But I can still help town by either role blocking a vampire or potentially role blocking a vigilante. I can't kill you anyway. Please don't kill me, jailer. I actually am an escort this time. I think in the game before I was a vampire and I also claimed town support, so makes sense. We've had 2 people leave, which is, I guess it's kind of expected in their chaos modes. It's not quite like ranked, but it is always a shame to see people leaving the game. But we have 4 people dead. Who good? Oh yeah, by the way, this is a Harry Potter theme. It happened in the lobby. I went along with it. I'm Dumbledore, the greatest Harry Potter character. Harry died last night, shot by a vigilante. That's not good. That means the witch found and controlled that vigilante night 1. Alright, they're actually vampire, and I'm going to just talk straight away because whilst I cannot role block a witch to prevent them from doing their ability, I can role block this vigilante and stop them from being controlled again tonight, which will be quite helpful. I would imagine the vigilante is going to claim anyway because the witch is doubtless going to keep controlling them, but rather than getting them hung, we can potentially just keep them in the game and keep them role blocked, so they're an active vote still. 2 doctors down absolutely sucks for us as town because that means that both town protectives are now out of the game. It does mean that all of the slots left are slightly harder for vampires to fake claim. They'll have to coordinate together. And the thing with the vampire night chat, unlike the mafia chat, is that a vampire hunter can actually read it, so coordinating too much can give yourselves away. Right, just say this again. That's a lot of text. I'm going to read through it. Witch found the Vig if we have a TS. We do. I'm escort. Jaden's going to claim vampire hunter. Ginny's going to claim to be the vigilante, so I guess I'm going to role block Ginny. And Jaden claims he checked Thanos night 1. Thanos, of course, one of the most infamous Harry Potter characters, featured in every book. And Hagrid's saying to get Uriel. Alright, well they want to vote up Uriel. I'm not sure I saw the reason for this, but I'm quite happy to vote people up for roles anyway. It happens a lot in ranked. It doesn't happen very much in the other modes. In fact, there's obviously quite a large debate that has raged on for many seasons about whether or not VFR helps or harms town. I am generally speaking on the side that it's a good thing to get claims out early. It reduces claim space and it helps people get healing chains and other things on the go. But then I think that's pretty standard. I do change it up slightly if I'm playing the other modes though, because I think you have to respect whatever the meta is in the particular mode you're playing, and I probably don't actively push as much. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's mainly just me trying to survive, to be honest. Why me? The best evil defense of all time. Guilty this trash. I asked to be jailed night 1. You did, Ginny, I remember. I say yeah. That sucks. And I'm gonna guilty Uriel because he hasn't put up much of a defense. Fuck themes. And like, it's fine if you don't want to follow a theme. It's fine. But yeah, Uriel wasn't paying attention. It wasn't a strong enough defense for me to want to inno them, so it's actually a unanimous guilty. And it was Hagrid, number 4, that called them out for it. I might have to scroll up and just see what he was claiming, because I don't know what proof he had. Pay attention or die. Vampire said, Town of Salem left. Good. Okay, so Jaden's definitely the only vampire hunter claim we've got at the minute. And he probably is. I think if you claim vampire hunter early in this game, it has positives and negatives. Now, the good thing is that as vampire hunter, you can't be killed by vampires. You can only really be outvoted. And then the alternative option is that, I guess, like a jailer could execute you, but coming out should stop that. Or a vigilante could shoot you, but with the Vigilante being role blocked by me, it's pretty safe for them to come out. So I'm going to role block Ginny, as I promised, so they're not forced to shoot anyone. And we can probably have a little look at the votes tomorrow. I'm not sure if this was going to be a great example, but we'll see. Maybe we'll look at who didn't vote up and they'll all be evil. Sometimes it's always worth a check. So I role block Ginny. No one's dead. That's to be expected. There's 2 vampires gone, so anyone they do bite would just be converted to a vampire. And also, because they bit night 1, they are unable to bite again tonight, because they can only bite every other night. So Jaden claims he checked Patronus and he's clean. Snape said no one visited you last night. I'm a lookout. Alright. Thanks, mate. Question mark whisper. Brilliant. Jaden's saying, but he didn't vote up vampire. It's worth knowing. I mean, even if he's not vampire, he can still, of course, be witch or jester. So I think I'll keep an eye on him today. Just see what he's up to. And Snape is now coming out to say that he was witched last night after he told me he saw visits. I don't quite know what to make of that. And Jaden's saying escort can't role block witch. I can't, but I can role block the Vigilante. Genuinely, I'm not sure how I feel about that lookout claim anymore. I mean, we got Hagrid, but we haven't got another one, so I guess I have to trust him for now. And Hufflepuff's going to come out as jailer as well. All right. We have no town protectives alive to keep the jailer alive, but we do have at least 2 lookouts. So Ginny's asking to be role blocked again. I definitely will. On balance, having played like 3 or 4 of this game mode, I do think it's fairly balanced, because I think Vamps won 1 game, Town won 2 games of the games that I played. So that's not bad. And I'm just really glad they replaced it as well, to be honest, because the chaos modes rarely get played unless people are playing all any. So hopefully this gives people something different that they can do if they get a bit tired of the standard rank practice roll list. So I said Snape claimed lookout on me and no visit, but he also claimed he was witched, which is an interesting one. He's currently the only lookout claim, so I kind of have to assume maybe he's a newer player and whoever he was witched to also had no visits and he just kind of mixed it up. If this was ranked, I wouldn't give people the benefit of the doubt like that, but I think I have to. Snape said Luna visited me. Brilliant, thanks. Oh my god. Oh man. Alright, jailer executed the only vampire hunter claim. Chaos mode. I must flame the jailer, but only once, because that's just a terrible execute. It makes no goddamn sense. Unless, I guess he had another vampire hunter claim, but I was jailed night 1, so I don't know who it would be. Ginny claims to be witched and role blocked. That's good. I actually saved her from shooting someone. I'm going to whisper to Luna and say, hi, you visited me, because apparently the other lookout thinks that they did. That means they're not a vampire and they can't be a witch either, because I would have been controlled. Any lookout on Ginny. And Luna's going to claim lookout. I believe that. I believe that Snape and Luna can be the 2 lookouts here. Which really has limited down the available roles for evils. Pretty much 0. It does also mean that Hagrid would have had to bust one of his own vampires night 1 though. So I've got to think about this. Rick hasn't claimed anything and he hasn't got any slots. If Luna's vamp, then Dumble should be bitten. She's not. They're asking for Rick. She's not vamp, don't worry. And then I want to vote up Rick because he has to be evil, so. I don't know if we're going to have time to do it. I'm voting 2 though. Jailer executing the vampire hunter has kind of really hurt us, because now the jailer is just effectively another escort. But it's still very much winnable with a town killing and 2 role blocking roles. So I'm going to carry on role blocking the Vigilante. Now that we have no night killing power, I'm slightly worried if it gets a bit to the wire, which I hope it doesn't. I'm going to have to not role block her some nights and hope the witch doesn't realise, so that she can shoot some of these vamps. Because here are all the roles, right? We got Ginny Vig, Jaden was vampire, we got Snape and Luna were the lookouts. And there's nothing left for people to claim, because the 2 town protectives, the medium and the vampire hunter, are all out right now. So basically, anyone not on this list here has to be evil to some extent. And I'm going to try and push to get at least one of them hung today. And say I'm escort. That's all town roles. Everyone else is evil. We do risk voting up the jester, but it's really an odds game. I mean, if we've got 5 people and 4 of them aren't Jester, it's worth just hanging someone. Forgot to jail because the sub was being a bitch. I'll just make this even clearer. Rick, Hagrid, Mist and Patronus have all got to be evil. Snape says Luna was visited by 2. Now, I want to hang Rick because if Rick was vampire... Yeah, if Rick was vampire, that now means Luna's been converted from Lookout and they're the youngest vampire. And I'm not sure how it works with vampires. I'm going to have to check. I might put a note in after the game while I'm editing. But if you as escort rollblock the youngest vampire, I can't remember if it stops their attack or not. I'm going to have to... I'll put a note up on the screen now so you know whether I'm right or wrong there. Either way, I'm quite happy to rollblock Luna tonight. Although I guess I've got to keep the Vigilante still rollblocked. And of all the people that are evil here, Mist was the one voted this up, which means they're either neutral evil or they're a vampire voting up one of their own. I'm going to guilty it either way. If this is a vampire voting up one of their own members, that's unfortunate for Vamps. But I think now they're up, they 100% have to get guiltied. Hagrid saying jest, I guilty jesters. And Luna's abstaining now, so they're being less active than they were. Goodbye, my love. If this is a vamp, it means Luna... Yes, Snape's already said it. And then I'll say, but also, and I have to keep reminding them, I just want them to remember, 13 and 4 are evil. 12 is evil too. Hufflepuff's the jailer, just saying Snape. Don't jail Snape, mate. You already executed the vampire hunter. So, I'm tempted to rollblock Luna or Patronus or Hagrid, but I think I have to keep Ginny rollblocked because the witch is still in game. There's no guarantee that the jailer's going to be on them tonight. And if the witch manages to control the vigilante to shoot a town, now they know who the jailer is. We can end up 2 townies down quite easily. We have no town protectives to stop it either. So I think just to try and hold on to what little numbers we have, I'll keep the vigilante rollblocked. Tomorrow might have to be the day we make a play with it though. I'm sorry my role's so boring. It's, yeah. Escort's normally a bit more interesting than just role-blocking the vigilante over and again, but it's what it is. We're doing our part for town. And everyone's silent. Ginny was witched and role-blocked. So that was a good shout. This witch is persistent. I have no more executions, but Snape is vamp, definitely. I don't think so. I think Luna's the vamp. Snape's a lookout. And they saw Luna on me. Miss thinks we've all claimed lookout. 13 is evil. 12 is evil. 4 is probably evil. I think if we can vote up... Ginny wants to vote up Patronus. I'm okay with that. How else would he know all the vamps? Well, the same reason that I know everyone who's evil at this point is because everyone else is claimed. So I'm going to vote 13. Hopefully it gets up. I noticed the jailer is trying to vote Snape, so I might have to do some more explaining. Hufflepuff. All town roles are claimed. 13 has to be... Is he going to do it? Okay, good, good. He did change his mind. I was slightly worried he was going to fixate on the idea of Snape being evil and then we wouldn't manage to get Patronus up. Give me my Jester win. Vote guilty and give me my Jester win and thank you. Alright, well... Do I realistically think we're going to get someone else up in time? No. Do I believe he's Jester? No. No. I feel like a Jester would try to be Vamp and a Vamp would try to be Jester in this situation. And if he is... This is one of those days where we really have to lynch anyway, so... I'm taking the risk. I don't believe him. And I'm going to tell Ginny that I'm not going to rollblock them tonight. Because I want to rollblock Luna instead, who's the youngest vampire. And then they can potentially shoot him. This jailer is dumb or toxic. Oh my god, they read my mind! Ginny, you're a champ. Let me shoot Luna tonight. Of course I will. I'm a witch in a Harry Potter theme. Love it. Aww. Ginny's asking for me on them again. It is a ruse. I'm not going to rollblock them. I'm going to rollblock Luna instead because... probably the best call here. Now Patronus was witch, which was excellent for us, and I was kind of right to trust my gut that they were lying about being Jester there, but that was a bit hairy. But youngest vamp for this one. which basically leaves Hagrid and Mist, who have to be evil, but one of them has to be Jester while the other is vampire. And then, if the vampires bite tonight, which I do believe they're able to, there's going to be an additional vampire too, so hopefully not me, because it looks like this is a town win. Yeah, no, we're not bin. Awesome. And I roll-blocked Luna. Hopefully we see them dead. Yep. I was slightly worried the jailer was going to jail them as well, but they didn't. I'm just letting them know I roll-blocked Luna as well. And this has to be vampire. If Snape's to be trusted, I tell you what, if this is not vampire, we would 100% know Snape was lying. And it would be a really good play, actually. So, no, it's vampire. That's good. And I have to I'm slightly concerned about this jailer. But it's fine. Witch is out now, so even if they were to jail me, it wouldn't affect too much. Hagrid says Vig wasn't roll-blocked. 12 also evil. And Mist has pointed out that the witch died. Yeah, there was no point in me roll-blocking the Vigilante once the witch died. 11 visited Luna. Yeah, she's a Vig. Snape still look out. Hang on a minute. Hang on. I visited Luna too, so I'm slightly worried that Snape was the one who was converted, because I think he would have seen me, and he's not saying anything about me visiting. So I'm just going to remind them that I roll-blocked Luna and he didn't see my visit. Now, Snape was the same guy who earlier sort of messed up a little bit, and it turned out to be legit, and it was just a mistake, but I'm happy voting up Mist either way, because Mist is evil. I'm just slightly worried it's a Jester. I said I roll-blocked Luna. I definitely did, because I just went and checked. I think the lookout's fake. I've got a slight concern that they're just messing up a little bit. But on balance, someone had to be converted last night. So, I mean, there's no doctors left to stop it. If you're Vamp, turn me, please. I can't do that. This guy's claiming Jester. Well, we know Mist or Hagrid has to be Jester. This is a 50-50. Now they're up. I'm gonna guilty it, because if it's vampire, that's good. If it's Jester, well, no one innowed, so no one's safe here. Who should I get? We have an escort and we have a vigilante. We have the means to win this with only 2 of us. Jailer's saying Snape. Snape saying you choose, bro. I'm gonna roll block Snape. I think Snape is now the youngest vampire, because that's if he's innocent and that's just a mess up. That's a heck of a mess up to not see someone visit. So I'll put Snape, and I'll put that I think he was converted. The other option we've got is Hagrid, who of course at this point has to be vampire. He can't be anything else. And then Ginny, who's vigilante, Hufflepuff, who is the jailer, and myself. So we've known all the roles for quite a while. It's just been quite slow getting people up, and that's partly because the jailer hasn't had their ability to execute at night. I feel like it would have been a bit faster and a bit more decisive if that hadn't been the case. But Hufflepuff and Hagrid are dead. This is still a 2v1 because the vampires couldn't bite last night. So Hagrid, Vigilante. Did he claim Vigilante? No, he was shot by a Vigilante. Thank God. I was like, what? This was definitely vampire, which is excellent. The Vigilante was still legit as of last night. Hufflepuff died to the Jester. Understandable. I think Jester helping evils is a perfectly respectable thing to do. The problem is now we're left with an escort, a Vigilante, and a converted lookout. Unless, of course, the Vigilante is converted, but they can't have been because they shot last night, so I don't think vampires bit last night and they wouldn't have been able to because no one was alive. So, I roll-blocked Snape. The thing is, right, the only way I get up is if Ginny doesn't trust me more than they trust Snape and they vote me up. But the issue is I can't roll-block Ginny to prove, because then I provide vampires with a night to convert another one of us. And although sometimes it's quite tempting to just let vampires bite you and all win as a big group together, it is technically game throwing and it's not really something that I want to promote. So I'm playing it as towny as I can, and just say, thankfully, Snape kind of messed up and said he got roll-blocked. Shouldn't have done that, mate. Should have denied the roll-block. Which is what I thought was going to happen. I thought he was going to be like, no, I wasn't roll-blocked. Clearly lying. It's obviously fake. And then Ginny would have to choose. I'd like to think even in that case, they'd still side with me, but there's no guarantee. And I really don't think it was, but if it was an innocent mistake before, then I'm sorry, but yeah. I don't believe it. There you go. I'm being roadblocked. I want to be nice because I think he played well, and I think as Lookout he certainly helped the town a lot. It can be a bit depressing sometimes when you're like town and you're really trying, and then all of a sudden you're a vampire and you've helped too much and all the vampires are dead. So I'm sorry, Snape. I'm Lookout, you can bite me, please. I appreciate the acting as well. That's emotional. I really feel it. You're both vamps. Chi-chi. Yeah, no, I think him admitting he was role-blocked was a mistake there. He would have been better off just saying he wasn't and then pushing on me. And I haven't role-blocked Ginny for a few nights either, so that would have come down to a trust game. As it was, though, we're going to win this. And I spent nearly the whole game role-blocking the Vigilante, which might be a slight issue with this role list, but it was still an enjoyable game and surprisingly balanced for a chaos game mode. I actually rate this. I think it's all right. And if you guys haven't played it already, it's in classic mode. So long as you've got an account, you can play it. You don't have to get Coven or anything crazy like that. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. I will see you guys again on Friday. See you later.